This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our—
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavior. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt.
Understood.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be—
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely—
We shall indeed. You'll be glad. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangam. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for some— Whoa! Does this mean someone out there actually has the power to buy it? Most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will? Well, in that case, how about—
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free—
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
How are things going? feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you. That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why? So nosy. Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous, because you're always so... Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope they're never... Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the... Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on... Huh? What does that... Paimon's just super surprised. Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back, and Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord, and more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to... Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me... My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. All right, if you say so. I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs...
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went...
What? You can actually
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical... Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree... Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. You could think of this as rarer in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating a bit.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most...
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making...
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is...
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, that this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight...
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't...
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you...
Yes. I take it...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dane?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth.
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never...
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know what
I need some time.
Of course. I completely... Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my...
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned, and even now, they still support me.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Sonar.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone...
They needn't be. This was something that I was going...
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. It's nearly Finally showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was... But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, my restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join...
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got... Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using...
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage in a
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first...
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will. Everyone, take your positions as soon as every ounce of strength we have in our bones. Let us bring...
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too!
No more lies.
The moonlight betrays you.
Let me help you guys.
Futile.
Can I be true?
The moonlight betrays you.
No more lies. The deception ends here.
Leave this place. By the Frostman of old.
Pathetic! You fear the dark.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
It's all futile.
No more lies. Absurd. It all falls into place.
Hunt them down! Do you fear the dark?
You poor lost lamb.
The moonlight betrays you. Hunt them down!
Seek within.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Be silent.
Do you see now? cold.
Welcome here.
The mystery unravels.
The long sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
Can't hide the truth.
With one heart, we pray. Forest,
Pathetic! Observe. Moonlight. Futile.
Steady now.
You'll sorely regret that.
It all shameless.
Pathetic!
No more. Absurd. Can't hide the truth.
Hunt him down! It's all futile.
Shameless. No more lies. Seek within.
you poor lost lamb. Stay your head for the everlasting forest. Forest, protect us.
Observe. It's all futile.
A grave transgression.
Moonlight.
It all adds up.
Praise you.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight betrayed you. Futile. Your little game of heroics is over. The moonlight wants to go first. Now, get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated.
Take.
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Mama! Can you hear me?
Silence.
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
No more love.
Bombs away!
Time to go clean. Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
How much power will it take?
Wipe out! Water!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. Time to go clean. Can't hide the truth.
Destroyed. Reborn.
Water jet!
within. Time to go clean. It all can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
Bombs away!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. It all falls into place. No more lies. It all adds up. The deception ends here. Let's see what you're made of.
Water jet! I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Absurd. Seek within. Time to come clean. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Time to go clean. The mystery unravels. It all adds up. No more lies. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! seen it before!
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst!
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open!
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won. Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was, in business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Huh. Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel.
Friends. You have no idea.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast, and he also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting. We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no—
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't—
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says—
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure! Coming! Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves.
You bet! Make it extra sweet!
Sure thing!
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who's— anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad— Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your— What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just— I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a— Oh, father. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru. which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his... Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good... He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a... It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, it means you're smart. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed...
Huh? Am I imagining?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than... Although, now you mention it, he hasn't.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's... He won't lie low forever. So we'd bet...
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Notcry. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing...
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy! The pressure...
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin...
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass...
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare...
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back! Looking good, Traveler!
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more...
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy.
Paimon believes it! You're clearly a fast learner. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea when facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's so, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get struck. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and for added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in the alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're
It must have been a painful choice to make. But...
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of... Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help.
Why come and ask me when you clearly know all?
I mostly came to thank...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a...
Huh? Charitable? Who said it?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment is...
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the...
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about you, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps. You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something... Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, the tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora.
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond...
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And... just thinking about it makes me happy.
Thank you.
For the...
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor.
Seems like we've both been away from home.
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your mother, father...
Yeah. Though it's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but my sister can't help me now.
Not everything will fade. When...
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me...
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora. You've got a lot going for you, too, boss.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I think this is very important. So I felt...
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness...
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say...
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, see how you were doing.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the race...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to... My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the cross. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past, huh? Although, having said that, the only vaguely... Who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his person.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally?
I mean, I guess we were... Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. I honored his request. But I did read through everything first. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear.
So... that?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formula. Alain's work was like epic poetry. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years, they were all quite competitive. So there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve, and it's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee had heard about his dream of salvation, but I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, what do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lot. Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their... Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was pure. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had... But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain, I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect, yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the he told me that the director of the Nazi... I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to... At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Narzissenkreuz Institute orphanage. While many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. And that is the story of two people from the Narzissenkreuz. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation. The other sought desperately to burn bright... I do sometimes wonder, why is it that even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed? So perhaps, for each of them, they were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore them, or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the cave. But instead, the search for their own... Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him. He gave the exact same answer. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the house of the... I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
What shall we do?
Overruled.
Gather!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Transfixed.
Stabilize!
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Time to say hello. Not too far now.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Overruled.
Gather!
Busted.
Solidify!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Transfixed.
Gather!
Gotcha.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Solidify!
Here comes the catch.
Laid bare.
Stabilize!
Busted.
This realm is... If you ever...
Ad Astra. thank you for completing today. Everyone can hear your voice.
See? I knew it. What?
Were it not for her.
I'd been planning to register my old man. Exactly.
Calm down.
If he hadn't come, that's why we're here.
Wow. Travel abroad.
If you don't mind, could you give us some advice, Miss Shen Yu?
Wow, that sure is a crowd, huh? We were just listening in. Yeah. Wait, so that... Oh, still, Whoa. What? Well, most...
Hey there. Don't be shy.